The 2022 Visionary Supervisor Director of the Year is Mary Ellen Engel. Mary Ellen Engel is the Supervisor of Nursing for the North Brunswick Township Public School District and was a key member of the leadership team during the COVID pandemic.
So we were able to take the information that we were getting from the New Jersey Department of Health, as well as the New Jersey Department of Education, and really look deeply into it and begin to develop the policies and protocols that we would need to ensure that we could continue to learn and continue to safely have children in our schools and allow them to feel, families and communities to feel safe while we were learning.
At every principal meeting we would have, and during the time when we were early on this, we were meeting, I think, every day, it felt like. Mary Ellen's piece was some points the most important piece for us to take from the message. I wanted to hear Mary Ellen first before our superintendent, because Mary Ellen's information was so pertinent to us.
She rose to the occasion, and that's where she really shone. I think all of her background in working in emergency rooms and having people yelling at her and understanding kind of those chaotic situations, she was able to bring a calmness to it and understand and kind of guide her staff in how they reacted with parents who were obviously concerned and nervous.
We do not listen to what people think. We go to the experts. And so at that point, we realized that we really needed to have an expert for our specific school. And we then had Dr. Bert Mandelbaum, who is a pediatrician, an expert pediatrician in our community, come on board. And he was really, really instrumental in bringing the medical information to our families.
It was genius, because for us to bring such a noted physician into our world to give this information to families was all based on those partnerships Mary Ellen created.
She was on with, I think it was almost daily, because they communicated a lot with the local mayor, and they appeared on, there was a video TV show like every day, an update. So she communicated also with the family and our community. And that's that level that may not exist in other places, but what is really critical to the success of how this district was able to manage COVID-19.
When vaccines first became available, Mary Ellen worked the phones to help the North Brunswick community and then helped the school transition back to in-person learning.
In the very beginning, it was all hands on deck, and we built relationships with other schools, other districts, and with clinics, with hospitals, with CVS Pharmacy, with Walmart Pharmacy. So, and I called them and I said, listen, have you got any extra vaccine doses? And they would say, yes, I've got 3. Send them over this afternoon at 4:00. And at that point, I knew we could build a clinic and design a clinic. Our district hosted 9 vaccine clinics in our middle school, and we were able to vaccinate over 2,000 members of our community.
And, even the kids, when we did a vaccine for the children, there was little prizes and little stuff that to encourage people to, be comfortable and be in a safe environment. And Mary Ellen was the leader of the pack. She did all that.
Bringing Mary Ellen in to prepare parents for coming back to full instruction. That was a big piece of communication that we needed to do. So we worked on doing a community forum that we could share out with families and they could watch at their leisure.
We built a virtual health office where we posted all the information that students and families needed regarding how to take care of a child if you're sick, how to take care of a family member if they're sick, how to access health care.
People would ask questions. It was like, oh, just look at our return to school document. Mary Ellen just updated that. The information would come so quick, and then she would communicate it so quickly that we could then move forward and grow and keep our school safe.
We now have a health and wellness page also, which takes into account one of the frameworks that we're using to promote health and wellness in our school. And that is the CDC's whole school, whole community, whole child model.
So the WISC model, Mary Ellen actually brought to us over the summer last year and said, we've been involved in this pandemic for such a long time. There's this great model that we could maybe use as a focus. So instead of everything being focused on the pandemic and responding to the pandemic, that this could be our focus on student wellness.
So we need to take time to heal and understand that things are going much better. We are definitely on the right path, but we need to just continue to support each other and make sure that we support our school nurses as we continue to work to make sure that all of our children are safe and healthy and learning to the best of their ability in school.